Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Set, ready? 60 or. You must be true.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Now Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Jones operating from the gun. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Wentz. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We're 5-2 out here.
To throw, it's Wentz. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down. It's Paul. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Here we go. Waiting!
54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On second down now, it's Paul, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Dancing to his... And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Set. 18, Gator.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Off play action. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Corey Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
56, Mike, 57.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range, but they're going to go for it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Giants nothing. Albert Rosas on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Man, I got you. Deuce.
Lefty.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Wentz now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, empty. Empty.
On second down, it's Paul. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. They've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
They run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Is Wentz. And that's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Mike, 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now Wentz again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Set, ready? 30 base. Check 56. Target, 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 target. Let go.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's caught by Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards, first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. Pack that. 120. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
44. Cut.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the run.
Wentz now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh! Check 53!
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here we go. Bleeding!
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, kill.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Go. Louis!
44. Oh, here we go. Oh.
It's Ray 57.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st down, Paul. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Blue down. Kill.
Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down here.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Jones throwing again. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got nothing.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Giants.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Now Jones operating from the gun. He dumps it off to Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. It up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Check. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey, watch it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Paul. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Paul. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 21 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. It's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go.
Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You can't stop me.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch the block, motion, block, block, block. 44 is the mic.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again.
But it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Silver, silver.
Ready, ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From the gun, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 49-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Pac-Man, 120! Oh, you got deep? Hey, check 24, watch
24. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Paul. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's Jones on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Done. Waiting.
Check. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
1st down. Paul, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here I come again.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
By Miles Jack. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Giants.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Howard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Luigi!
Hey, defense, let's go!
On 3rd down, it's Paul. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 40-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to